Nikunj, what did we do in the last class?
Ma'am, we did the beggar chapter.
The beggar is done, right? No, the beggar is done. Did we write down the question answer? Some questions we had written.
Yes,
Other questions they give you any number.
you gave 2 or 3 questions to the
From the same.
Because we did one more chapter, we just read and we were going like a bit.
Yeah, that is what we was that. Kathmandu need to you. I think Lake Island and History.
Yes, we were.
Okay, so take out page number, what is the volume number? Take out Lake Island History and start doing the question answers. Okay, then we will take up a story. Okay, Nikunj, give me the volume. Just tell me which volume is it? Lake Island History.
We won't do it. Volume.
Okay, Nikunj, take out volume 2. Come. One. How much did you read? That's the one. Yeah, Where the theme, I think it is from the minus in the back of the quiz. The moment you come to the back. So, how much? They are putting the placement. 50%, right? So I think so today in the morning. You know, we have to now the therapy story. How much did you get? Because I got very bad. If you did three dishes. I got one I got 8 and one got 12 at one time. I got 14. Did you observe that you did not study? Take out data out of the history. Fast. Listen. Yeah. You have to say there. One is bench. We have stories, so on the face. Yeah, tell me the page numbers, please. Okay. Volume 2. Nikunj, take out volume 2
Yes, ma'am.
and page number 31. Page number 31.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you will take up the reference to the context, both the questions. Then from question number B, you will take up number 2 and number 3. Okay. Okay. Now, A, B, page number 31, extract based questions A and B both. Then from short questions, you will do 2, 3, and 4. We got 1, 5, 2, 3, and 4. Take out. What happens? Page number 31. What is the first question? Extract based question. Why would the poet arise? Why did the poet arise? Why did the poet stand up? Why did the poet arise? There is a book. Take out.
Board will assume.
Correct. Take out your textbook first. Take out your textbook. Phone. Take out the phone. Okay, so page number 31. Question number A and B, and question B, 2, 3, and 4.
Ma'am, which question we have to do?
I have written on the board.
What is the next question? What material could be used for? What material could be used to present the diagram?
What material we use? Water. Things like that. Then the third question, let us discuss variable price. Then the third question, what is the word we will discuss that we shared? Yeah, shelter, capital, capital. Okay, everything is that is providing shelter. It will be given only. And then why does the poet miss the place? Why does the poet miss the place? The poet misses it now, he wants to go to that place, he misses the place, why does he miss? Tell me.
Because in the city there was nothing.
Tell me. What is there, which is not the place in which he is there? The place in which he is now currently, this thing is missing, which was in university. What was there in university? What sort of a place was that? Okay, okay, what is it? So basically there was peace and in the lap of nature. Right, so it was in the midst of nature, which was which is lacking in the place where he is now. So he probably will see. You can say in the midst of nature. Why does he miss? Because yeah, he wants to be alone in the midst of nature, where he could hear the deep loud waves. Okay, so he wants to be in the midst of nature alone, away from the hustle and bustle of it. Okay, Nicole, question number A. Why does he want to arise? He wants to arise because he wants to go to Innisfree. The next question. What is the next question?
What are the players of?
How does he want to, what are the materials he wants to build the cable? So that is easy. Water and wattles, right? Sorry, clay and wattles. And then the third question, find the word which means the same as shelter, so it will be cable. And then the final question is, why does he miss the place? Because of its peace, tranquility, the what else? He wants to be alone in the midst of nature. So that is the reason why he misses. He misses in his play because he wants to go away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Right. Done. Extract 2. This book is over now. We have finished all of the stories, right? Except weathering the storm in Exama. The rest are all done. Yes. I think this chapter is omitted in your school, in Anisha school. The rest is in your school only it is omitted. But if it's done in your school and it is done in equal school. Okay, we'll read that for the timing and then we're going to take a Kathmandu and a body. Quickly do it. Over, first extract. Now tell me the second extract. What is the first question?
What are the waves of morning that the solar during the years?
What are the different
Waves of morning.
which of morning?
Waves.
Acha, waves of morning. Yeah, and I shall have some peace there, for peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the waves of the morning. The word is referring to here. What did I say? Did you write down? Waves of morning. Yes, sir. We have to go to the next one. Why does peace comes dropping slow there? And which insect is mentioned in the above extract? And then name any two things the poet is fond of. Write question number 3 and 4 and giving me question number 1 and 2. My dear, veils of morning, yes, I remember. The veils of morning refers to the mist covered morning. Okay, the mist covered morning. So question number 1, what does veils of morning refer to? It refers to the mist covered morning. Okay. We have to write in complete sentence. The veils of morning refers to the mist covered morning. So veil means the ghungat or chadar, the which covers it. So the morning, the sun is covered by the mist. So and then the sunlight gradually becomes stronger, and then we are able to see the sun, and the mist is gradually gone. Okay. Yeah, so the mist is as if covering the sky. So mist, it's covering the morning. So mist covered morning. Done. Question number 2. What is question number 2?
Why does peace comes dropping slowly?
Why does peace comes dropping slowly? Because the sun rays reaches the earth slowly. So the mist gets clear and then sun rays reach the earth. Acha. So what have you written for the second one? The sunlight, right? And after that, you also write it, I think here, the morning dew also falls slowly on the earth. As the sun shines, okay, write this also. Nikhil, write this. So as the sun shines, the morning dew falls on the earth slowly, the morning dew. It's not just the sunlight, it's also the morning dew. So as the sun approaches, the morning dew falls slowly on the earth. Okay, written? Okay, then third question was cricket, right? The cricket is the answer. And the last one is two things. What are the two things? The waves of the morning and the singing of the cricket. Done? So just reframe the second answer. So as the sun shines, the morning dew falls on the earth slowly. and that represents peace. Peace for the world. So you have to relate it to peace. Okay. Okay, now the next three questions. Did you sign? Yeah, sit beside it.
Yeah. Number five for sequence.
Beside it.
You
Yeah.
can check here. Please.
One. Just- Acha, what is the next question? Question number 2.
How significant is study for the poet?
Yes, write down. What is the significance?
For confidence display the point that says. Yes.
Okay, so what is the significance of history for the poet? Why is it so important? Why is it history important?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you could also, if you're.
Give 4 reasons, sir. Give 4 reasons. Describe how, it enables him to be enjoying nature lonely. He wants to be lonely and listen to the sound, the buzzing sound of the trees. Then, even when he is in the, yes, even when he is in the pavement, he is able to hear the water lapping sound and it fills his heart. Right? So, right, 4 reasons. Why is it significant? Which one are you writing? Which question are you writing?
How significant is it?
So what are you writing now? Have you finished the other questions? Nikunj written.
Yes, ma'am.
Read out the answers. First one. Nikunj, are you able to hear me?
This is this is due to which the potential. This is due to those. Of course, again, means. Of course, the present. They don't feel that only for this, because I really like that. What's the next question? What is the central idea or theme of the poem? See, you read from the central theme of the poem. What is the central theme of the poem? Read, come to page number 25,
Yes.
and central idea of the poem.
Yes.
You read the first paragraph. Okay? No. In your mind. Remember the points and then write it in the answer question number 2, question number 3. Right, and then the last one. What does the word here in the mark? Us. Give me a second, give me your phone here. Okay. Okay, you have not completed.
Yes, right.
Can you please quickly do
Yes, ma'am.
fast? And then break the central idea and write. That's the answer of the cookie. And A in capital. By G in capital, by N in capital, anywhere in the book. No, that is capital. Don't write this volume comma, I can cancel. Right, 2 to 3 equals something. These are short answers, no? You don't have to write in detail. This is fine. But why did you write in capitals in PhD? Are those proper nouns? Only industries and remarks of it, so that you can capitalize it. The rest. Central idea. What are you doing?
No, maybe.
You don't have to read it. You have to read the central theme, the first paragraph. Yes. Central theme. Central theme of the poem. The central theme of the poem, you will find it in which page number?
25.
Page number 25 of your volume 2 of the same,
Yeah, right, same.
yeah. You don't have to copy, you will read, study, and then write. See, the central theme of the poem is given at the very beginning in page number 32, right? 25. Page number 25, the first paragraph, central theme of the poem. Before the summary, you will read it and then write.
What do you very consider?
The speaker's dreams for future don't quite reconcile with his present situation. Reconcile means, yeah, it is not connected.
Finished? We can have truly beautiful night, Albert Einstein. Yes. Finished? Then the last question. What is the last question?
What is the problem?
What does the poet hear in the deep heart score? And what is his reaction to it? What does he hear in the deep heart score? Yeah, the lapping of food is very layers, so that you have to write. The point says it is that. The lapping sound of the lake water with no sound by the shore. Even when he is standing at the pavement or on the roadway, he is able to hear the lapping sound of the lake water with low sounds by the shore. He is able to hear it in the deep heart slow. The last two lines. So even if he is standing on the roadway or on the pavement, he is able to hear. I mean, though he is in the midst of noise, but still he is able to hear the low sound made by the lapping lake water. Right out loud. Which he is able to hear in the house. Finished. Quickly write down the last answer. Finished? Over? Now take out your beehive to page number 98. Ready? Mohan, ready? Finished? You keep it like this in the break time. I'll first let us complete this, then I'll give you a break. Then I'll check your notebooks. Okay? Right. Kathmandu. You know where is Kathmandu? Nepal. Yes. And the highest range, Mount Everest, the highest range of the Himalayas that is Mount Everest is found in. I mean, you can see it from this. What is the rate? Every day you read like this. This book is over. You don't have to bring it. You have to bring the two volumes, this book and notebook, these two things, and stationery. Am I clear? It's no excuses sitting together.
I'm so much.
Yeah. Just reduce that. Okay, start reading. Because we have started Kathmandu. I get a cheap room in the center of town. And sleep for hours. The next morning with Mr. Shah's son and nephew, I visited two temples in Kathmandu that were most sacred to me, the Buddhist. At the Kutubuminar, our wage sign proclaims entrance for the Hindus only. In Pashupatinath, it's only for the Hindus. There is an atmosphere of fervent confusion. Priests offers where fervent confusion, the meaning is given hurried activity or complete chaos. So at the so there is a complete chaos over there. Why? There's a lot of noise basically. So why is there a noise? Read on the next line. Priests, hawkers, devotees, tourists, cows, monkeys, pigeons, and dogs roam through the grounds. Offer a few flowers. There are so many worshippers that some people trying to get the priest's attention are elbowed aside by the others, shooting a bit the friend. A princess of the Nepalese royal house appears. Everyone bows and makes way. By the main gate, a party of saffron-clad visitors struggle for permission to enter. The policeman is not convinced that they are the Hindus. Only Hindus are allowed to enter the temple. A fight breaks out between two monkeys, one chases the other, who jumps in onto a Shivlinga, then runs screaming around the temple down to the river, the holy bucket that flows below. A corpse is being cremated on its banks. Washerwomen are at their work and children bathe. From a balcony and a basket of flowers and leaves, old offerings now wilted drop into the river. A small shrine, half protrudes from the stone platform on the riverbank. When it emerges, the gods inside will escape and the evening period of the Kali will end on once. Okay, just stop here. Rohan, you will tell me what is the scene now described here? Is it a very nice scene in Pashupatinath temple in Nepal, in Kathmandu? There's a lot of noise. Yes. Right? So, the monkeys, this, that. Then even in the river up there, lake or river? River. Can you give me some examples of river pollution which we can see here? You know, it's very strange. We Hindus, we worship river as mother goddess, but it is the same mother goddess that we are making dirty.
Water woman. Water woman.
The water woman What are they doing? They are washing clothes. So I think they are making the river dirty.
Children bath.
Children are bathing. So bathing, maybe they are using soap and all that again polluting the water. And also in Pashupati, that temple, whatever flowers have been offered, right? Those flowers which are wilted, right? So the ones which are wilted, so they are being dropped on the river. They are thrown on the river. Right? So just imagine the river filled with all the density. We are so late on our listening. Okay, so it was, so you can understand the river and the amount of pollution that we are making. It is so dirty. We are making it so dirty with flowers, with plastics, with soap water. Who will go and say, bathe in that water? It's so dirty. But we call it a holy river. That's very ironical. Isn't it? Okay, continue. Rohan will continue. Number 3.
At the Bauta, so to the Buddhist shrine of Kathmandu, there is a contrast, a sense of stillness. It's immense with white road,
जब भी आ रहा है page number 100. He had.
white road is ringed by a road. Small shops stand on its outer edge. Many of these are owned by Tibetan immigrants. Fed back Tibetan
Tibetan
trade and silver jewelry can be bought. There are so proud. This is the heaven of
quietness.
quietness in the busy streets around. Kathmandu is vivid,
Mercenary.
religious with small shrines to flower adorn the ideals along the narrowest and busiest street with the fruit seller, fruit sellers, fruit sellers, hawkers of postcards, shops selling Western cosmetics, Tilton rolls, and chocolate.
Okay. Underline the word mercenary. Write down the meaning. Interested only in making money. Interested only in making money. The copper utensils and Nepalese antiques. Actually, Nepal is a place which is very good for business. Okay. So it's very mercenary. That means very money oriented. That means actually it is a business place. Along with that, it is also a religious place. It's high up in the mountain, so it's this place. Yeah, you want the factory switch on? Okay. Continue.
Or copper utensil and Nepali antique film song blare out from the radio, car on sounds, bicycle bell ring, stray cows, low machinery at motorcycles, vendors shouting out their rates. I indulge myself mindlessly by a bar of marzipan, a
So it's a sweet dish. It is written over here, made of grated almond. A corn on the cob.
roasted in a charcoal
Brazier.
on the
So it's on the pavement. Have you seen, and especially you would notice it in the hilly areas. Okay, they give you these popcorns or corns. They do it in front of you in the charcoal stove oven, and they give it to you, and it's very tasty because it's given hot, it's served hot, and in the cold weather, it's very you enjoy it, and it is found in the streets. Okay, continue. Fix this paragraph, then you will know. Then you finish the paragraph.
Pavement, rub with salt, chili powder, and
Yeah.
lemon.
They give chili powder. This is, I think, corn, only corn, not popcorn, it is corn. Yes.
A couple of love story comics, and even a reader's digest. All this I watched out.
Right, we just digest ever anyone of you.
Holiday.
You must read it, it's very nice. Because in our time it was very, very famous. So every month they used to come on these farmers, so they not really everything, we just digest.
It became king. I was down with Coca-Cola and a marketing orange drink, and feel much better for it.
Correct. Okay, so in those days, Coca-Cola was very famous. I don't know whether Coca-Cola is still a very popular drink or not. Then came Pepsi. Pepsi came much later. So during those times, Coca-Cola was the famous drink. And then came, I think, Hamza. I don't know the difference. Okay. Right, so this much we have understood, this is all factual. So it's basically, he is describing the scene in Kathmandu. You will tell me the scene in Kathmandu and what do we get to see in the pavement? Tell me six points. What do we see in Kathmandu?
It is maybe mercenary religions with small shrine.
What does it mean?
It is very interested only in ways.
Money making.
Making money.
Okay, so people are very money oriented. So basically it is a commercial center. Okay, so what do you get? The different shops, right? And then what else? What else do we get to see?
Religious place where.
It is also a religious place and then
I want
yes, a lot of noise.
The
The
noise.
cows, along with the cars, everything is there. Okay, what else? And then on the road, what do you get to see? Fonts, selling fonts, and then Reader's Digest, also different books on the streets. So it's a very, it's basically a commercial center filled with shops. Okay. Okay, now continue reading. I consider what?
I considered what route I should take back home. If I were propelled by enthusiasm for travel per se, I would go by bus and train to Patna. Then sail up the Ganges past
Ganges
Banaras.
past.
Ganges past Banaras to Allahabad, then up the Yamuna, past Agra to Delhi. But I am too exhausted and homesick. Today is the last day of August. Oh, I tell myself. Move directly towards home. I enter a Nepal Airlines office and buy a ticket for tomorrow's flight. I look at the fruit seller standing in a corner of square near the hotel. In his hands is a pole with an attachment at top from which 50 or 60 basuris protrude in all directions, like the quills of a porcupine. They are of bamboo. There are cross flutes and recorders. From time to time, he stands the pole on the ground, selects a flute, and plays for few minutes. The sound rises clearly above the noise of the traffic and the hawker's cries. He plays slowly, meditatively, without excessive display. He does not shout his wares. Occasionally, he makes a sale, but in a curiosity offhanded way as if
Curiously. In a curiously offhanded way, as if this were incidental to the enterprise.
sometimes he breaks off playing to talk to the fruit seller. I imagine that this has been the pattern of his life for years.
Okay, stop there, Danish. For example, now wait. Asha, your question is, describe the flute pair. So how are the flutes arranged?
According to the noise of the traffic and the
Noise of the traffic.
Swelling.
The sound that he is making with the flute, it rises above the noise of the traffic. That means it is clearly audible. Against the noise of the traffic also, it is clearly audible. It is high pitched noise. Okay. What else now? How are the 50 or 60 basuris? Basuris means flutes. How are they arranged?
They are arranging all direction like.
So they are kept, suppose they are kept in a basket. Okay, so like this. So some part is protruded out, just like the yeah, of porcupine. Yes. Okay, so it is in all directions. They are arranged in all directions. Suppose it is kept in a basket, some in this way, some that way, like this, in all directions in the basket it is kept. Okay, and then now he doesn't shout at the customers to buy the flute, buy the flutes. So at times he is playing the flutes, he is also talking to the. Whom is he talking to? In a very casual manner, what does he do? He is talking to not the customers, he is talking to the fruit seller. Okay, maybe he is beside him. Okay, so he is talking occasionally to the fruit seller. And so he's stopping, he's taking a pause. Please don't talk, it's disturbing me, sorry. From next time, even if you don't get the book, please text it separately. Okay, so he's talking to the fruit seller occasionally, and sometimes he is playing the flute. So his attitude is very casual. He has a very casual attitude. He is not that desperate to sell his flute to the customer. Okay, so off-handed way. That means in a very casual way. So he says over here, he does not shout out his wares. That means he is not shouting out that, flute, please buy flute. This is the price and all that. He's not selling that way. So he's very casual. So, but in a curiously off-handed way, as if this were incidental to his enterprise. That means, he has a very casual attitude. Now, when it will happen, it will happen. If the customers who have to buy, it will happen automatically and happen. Right? Okay? Okay, now you continue.
I find it difficult to clear myself away from this way. You music always does this to me. It is at once the most universal and most particular of sounds. There is no culture that does not have a festival. The reach may
The read,
the recorder, the Japanese Rapunji, the deep basuri of Hindustani classical music, the clear of the breathe flutes,
breathe flutes of South America.
South Africa. Miracle is the high pitched Chinese flute.
Okay, there is a full stop. So we will stop there. The high pitch Chinese flute. So whenever there is a full stop, we go down. Okay, in the voice. Okay, now each has its.
Each has its specific thing of fingering of compass.
And compass.
And compass.
Again, full stop. So you will not say compass, you will say compass. Go down.
It bears its own associations. But
Again, read the sentence once again.
it bears its own associations.
Associations, it's going up. The associations, go down. Read it once again. Read the sentence once again.
It bears its it weaves its own associations.
Correct. Like this, whenever there is a full stop, we have to put down in your voice. Okay, then.
Deeply when fluid is it seems to me to be drawn into the
community.
Community of all.
Commonality, it's good, no problem.
Of
Commonality
all
of all mankind.
mankind who know if you believe that closest in its for the
Phrases, phrases.
places answering sentences to the human voice.
Again, voice.
The human voice. It's motivating. It's motivated.
Motive,
It's motive force in to is living breathe. Living breath. It who needs to pause and breathe before it can go on.
okay. Now this part is a little important, so I will read the last part once again from here. So you have seen over here that flute exists in every culture, in different forms. Okay? So that you have to memorize some of them. Chinese flutes and high-pitched Chinese flutes, American. So there are many types of flutes. Each has its specific fingering and compass. So each has its specific fingering, right? Flute, have you seen anyone playing the flute? You have to use your fingers, right? It is all about stopping and allowing the air to pass through. And subsequently, the different noises or the sounds, I will not use the word noise, it's sound, different different sound variations take place. Okay, then
But I can't think about
wait a minute. Then, yeah. Yet to hear any flute is, it seems to me to be drawn into the commonality of all mankind. So whenever you listen to the flute, now he is very much interested in flute. He was very tired, exhausted, he wanted to go home. So he went to Kathmandu's airport to buy ticket. In those days, there was no online facility. So you had to go to the airport to buy the tickets. Okay, so he went to the airport to buy the ticket, and Kathmandu is a small airport. So he went to the airport to buy the ticket, flight ticket. But then when he heard the sound of the flute, he was so moved by it, so overwhelmed by it, that he decided to stay back to listen to the flute. Now for him, flute has no boundaries. Though different flutes belong to different countries and cultures, but they are the sound it makes, which somewhere goes beyond all boundaries. It binds everyone in a common humanity. Okay, clear? So it binds everyone in common humanity without the barrier of any boundaries or any language. Okay. So to be moved by music closest in its phrases and sentences to the human voice. So it doesn't express a particular language, but it expresses the voice of the human beings in general. Okay, clear? So the sound that the flute makes, it expresses the voice of the human beings, not the voice through any particular language. Okay, it does not express the voice of the Americans. It does not express the voice of the Indians, but it expresses the voice of human beings in general, at large. Okay, humanity, the voice of humanity. It binds everybody together. Okay.
That I can use for that.
It too, okay, now its motive force too is living breath. So what is the main force? What is the main impulse or what is the main thing that is required to play the flute? The breath. Yes, that's the breath. Okay, so its motive force too is living breath, right? It is the breath, which is again breath also expresses the fact that we are alive, we are living, right? So it too needs to pause and breathe before it can go on. So when you are playing the flute, it shows the importance of the breathing techniques, right? Which you have to pause sometimes, you have to take deep breath to on in order to go on, right? In order to play the flute, you need the power of the lungs a lot. So that again reveals the fact that it again reveals that it It binds every line together. Breathing is the most important part of any line. Okay. Now Shreya read the last paragraph.
That I might be so affected by some familiar phrases on the benches surprises me at first, for on the previous occasions that I have returned home after a long absence home, I have hardly noticed such details and certainly have not invested them with the significance I now do.
Okay. So it will also be has listened to, but somewhere the importance of it that he's able to understand the sound from the sound of the flute is even more now. He is able to understand its significance even more now. Okay, so it's written by Vikram Seth, who is one of the most popular Indian writers in English. Okay, now we'll take a break for 5 minutes. Come back and write a question on this. Okay, let's read the answers that you have written in the previous chapter. Give me the pen. Managed to give. After some time, you will submit the form. Okay. Did you read that part, the central idea of the textbook?
Yes, ma'am.
From the volume. So fast. So,
Me?
yes. Then who?
What now?
I think I will say what I do. I just have a question answer the last one that you said. Give fast. Go and bring it. What is this get? G apostrophe S, what does it mean? You have written GET apostrophe S, what does it mean? Get is. What is the correct answer? Or incorrect spelling? Okay, now you come here. I'll give you my book. Come and sit here again. Who was sitting here? Yes, you. Come and sit there. Come on. Yes, 5 minutes is over. Give me the volume. And I want your phone. It should be with me. Because I could continuously see, you are so addicted with phone.
Now it's switched off.
So. Can I take out page number? Take out 153. Okay, page number 163. Come to page number 163. Do extract A, extract B, and all the short questions. Quickly, very easy. Name the Buddhist shrine of Kathmandu. What would be the answer? Paudinath Stupa. How is it different from Pashupatinath temple? That it is. Yeah, how is it different from the Pashupatinath temple? It's contrast, right? How is it different from the Pashupatinath temple? The Bojanath Stupa.
Now the wonder stupa is for Buddhists and Kathmandu is for.
No, how is it different? The Pashupatinath temple is very noisy, wherein the Bojanath temple, in contrast, there is a sense of stillness and quietness. You see, there is a lot of peace there, peaceful atmosphere. Okay, wherein in contrast to this, Pashupatinath temple was very noisy. So that you have to write. Find the word in the extract which means huge. What would be the answer? Immense. Okay, immense is the answer. So quickly do it in 5 minutes. Oh, sorry. And let's see extract B also. Why does the author find it difficult to move from the square? Then what does the author say about the fruit? And find the word from the extract which means special. Do it. This is also easy. What is the answer to the first question? Right, page number 163. Ajay, what is the answer to the first question of the second extract? Danish, tell me the answer. Why does he find it difficult to go from the square? Because of the
Because he was listening to the music.
music. Yes, that's through the beautiful and overwhelming music of flute. Okay, then what is the next question?
What does the author say about the people?
Whatever he says about the flute over there, what does he say? No, here in the extract. Look at the extract. Right, to the point answer.
There is no culture that is not explained.
Yes. So it is universal. It has universal language. Right, and then what is the last question? Find out the word.
From the extract which means special.
Which one is it?
Particular. Not from the extract.
From the extract, I think I find it difficult. always does it to me, most universal and most particular sum, yes. So fast, in 5 minutes, you will complete both. Both A and B is 648. You will take up both A and B quickly. You need the book, I have the book. Short questions, sir. So those extract these questions are more. One short questions. Why did you do the West class to work with the previous line at the first Kabila temple? I think because they are not Hindus, right? So they are not allowed to enter. That is why they are problem.
I'm not convinced that they were.
They are not convinced that they are not Hindus. I mean, they are. No, they are.
Them.
The policemen is not convinced that they are Hindus. The foreigners, they are saying that they are Hindus, but the policemen are not convinced. So there are many foreigners who embrace Hinduism, like, especially in ISKCON temple, you will find many foreigners. ISKCON temple, if you go, you will find a lot of foreigners, especially the headquarter of the ISKCON temple. But the name of the place is in Bengal. So there you will find, I had gone there once, there are so many foreigners, they invest in this. So maybe, those people who have immigrated to visit, but the basement is not done, the basement are not done. And they are confused. The next question, the different types of the different fruits that are mentioned here. So write that down. I think one is Chinese, high-pitched Chinese fruit, then there is also American fruit, and then Japanese fruit. No, Japanese fruit is not mentioned, it's mentioned. Whatever fruits are mentioned, just go through it and write it. The second question is really the rules, then third question. What is the author implying by federal conclusion is a particular angle. So what conclusion, federal conclusion means the noise, right? What is the federal conclusion? Yeah, so all these noises. And then the last question. What activities are observed by the writer of the banks of the Bagmati River? Bagmati or? Yeah, Bagmati River. What activities? Yes, and then, yes, wash the woman. Yeah, then the flowers are being shown, so all these kind of stuff. They feel for you make a river. What's also information. Personal gentle for people. The Japanese shortly Northern implies that because the policeman or policemen were not familiar with the word plural. It will be men. Or if you just write police, then also word is fine.
Difference between. So. This is going to be. 3 and 4 plus. We will make a proper side, very short. And from here we can push. Okay. This is the. Left here. Things we left here. So,
Then it's striking.
Actually, I wrote one of the long. Instead of
It's
short.
okay, no problem, no problem, I'll correct it. Good that you have written. Okay, I think about the flute, there are two information given. One is this, and then, that, and then there is another information that. Must be, why have to let the capital between us in a this one? See, you have a tendency of writing things. Why this P is capital? Why is it? You have written good answer, but because of all this, we will lose marks. And why it was not here? The implies means this implies that there is a number of lines at the Pashpati temple. Then I form of the I will put where which is knockers, devotees. Yeah. Is it making any sense? Complete sense where these knockers, devotees, tourists, cows, monkeys, and dogs are ran to the grounds? It's becoming a question. It's not a question. But the form of and this W. I mean, understand. They can say where the cows are roaming around. It's the complete section. So where are the crowds roaming around? Question. If I say where the crowds are roaming around, I have to say something else. What happened there? Where the crowds are roaming around, then there what? So I'm thinking about that place where the crowds are roaming around. It's a complete sentence. Okay, otherwise you can't put a book. Finished? Priya? Why is it taking such a long time? It's simple answers. Because now I have to take up another call. Last. Only 3 minutes left. You have finished, you can go in there. Finished? But then yes, not really available. Good. Just be careful with the punctuation and the capital letters. Anyway, you can't put capital letters popping up. Only at the beginning of the sentence and only for proper nouns. What are you writing so much? For comfort. The knowledge that you can to use. What activity or what you are entering banks of finance? But it is another reason. It needs to be. Finished? Not because of the cloud. Because of the beautiful native of the flute. Is not able to develop it. Men, oh my God. What is the plural of man? Man is men. Policemen. Police are awesome. Men, so it's child, children. There are different ways of making it plural. It is not that everywhere we put an S. This is also another way, N, E, N, G. Okay. Okay, let us start with the form. Here you will manage to do it later. You will do it later. Okay, now the very next point, a slumber with my spirit seed. ठीक है ना slumber with my the very next poem after Kathmandu. The very next poem after Kathmandu is number 107. Okay, it is written by William Wordsworth, one of the best known romantic poets. Okay, now he has basically written about nature, but here we see he has written a poem about his beloved who is no longer alive. She has passed away, and he has written a poem where he is extremely grieved, he is extremely sad, and he has written this poem for his beloved, the death of his beloved. Now, here we see that there is a calm realization of death as that is one of the truths of life. We all will die one day. So the earlier you realize it, the better it is to calm you down. Okay, so we feel when our beloved passes away for the first time, a day or two, we feel extremely grieved. Gradually, with the passage of time, we come to terms with the loss. But that is a reality. It's a bitter truth which we have to accept in life. So here he has come into a calm realization of the same. So this is the poem on that. Okay. So a slumber did my spirit see. Slumber means sleep. Over here, deep sleep, referring to death. What does slumber refer here? Sleep. Over here, what does it refer? Slumber means sleep. Over here, what does it refer to? Death. Okay, deep sleep or death. Yeah, he says sleep. Okay. A slumber did my spirit see. Over here, spirit refers to his, the poet's mind. So the death of his beloved had sealed his mind. Okay, has taken away all the happiness of his life. Okay, clear? I had no human fears. Now he has accepted, he has become so brave with the fact that his beloved has passed away. Now he has no other fear. The greatest fear of man, of any human being, is the death. Now, after someone dies, and when you come to a calm realization of this reality, this truth, you have no more fears in your life yet. Okay, because you are overcoming death, the fear of death. That means you have no fear any other human fear. Okay? She seemed a thing that could not feel the touch of earthly years. So now she has become a thing. Who has become a thing? The body, the gods of his beloved, the person who has died. It's Lucy. It's one of the Lucy poems. Okay, so she has passed away, and her body has now become a thing, lifeless object, which is no more touched by earthly years. That means that body has earthly years means all earthly feelings, the earthly things, experiences like life, the sorrows, the sufferings, if you are alive, you have both ups and downs in life. You feel happy, you also feel sad, you experience happiness, you also experience sadness, sufferings. But now the body is not able to feel anything, it has become like an object, lifeless object. They are no motion has she now, no force. She neither hears nor sees, rolls around in Earth's diurnal course with rocks and stones and trees. Diurnal force means you have studied this in geography. What is diurnal force of the Earth? Rotation, yeah, which causes day and night. But you should be knowing it. Like you must have studied in geography. It is rotation, and the rotation of the Earth is known as the daily, the movement. That is diurnal. Diurnal means daily. Okay, so the daily movement of the Earth is rotation of the Earth, which causes day and night. Correct? So he says that now now her body what happened? It's not able to feel anything. The body. So now she is neither able to hear nor able to see. Now what happened? The body has got mixed with the soil of the earth, right? And then it will also merge and form the rocks and the stones and the trees. It will be merged with nature, right? So now she will no more be affected by the earth's diurnal force. It will move along with the earth. Isn't it? Now it is buried inside. So now it will move along with the earth and she doesn't have to worry about death anymore. Right now she is mixed with rocks and stones and trees. Okay, got it? So it is basically the calm realization of death. Begin the next step with the negative activities. Manage and Shreya, please do whatever you have written. They have come already. They come. We don't fire. Fighting comment. Because the lady has come to me. But I'll tell me to find him. She says many times. He has made hands. The giving federal confusion is only that, this one. Take out that part that I can do in part. Do you have a pen? This will be the answer. Federal confusion means complete chaos. Why there is complete chaos? Because the previous software, we produce today's counts, monkeys, pigeons, dogs, they all belong to the grounds. That is the answer. Confusion spelling, yeah. Yes, I know it. In the next class, I'll check what the book is trying the answer. We have finished all the answers. The last one is the here you have to change this. Okay, stick here. It's good for that. Yeah. This is kindly for the. This answer is. And this is very fast. If the chapter will do it, completed at home and train it. You come early, right? You always are the first one to come. To come first, you also. Please be on time, huh? And we'll complete this. I check this. Then is the other one, briefly. Today we will take up some more notice writing, okay? And we will also take up dialogue writing. And are you carrying MCB? Yes. You have got the book? Yes, I've got the book with the answer. That's there. In Shakespeare, spelling is wrong here. Shakespeare. Check this.
GARE.
H is not there. Okay. It's Shakespeare, not fear. Okay. Separating spelling. You can make it shorter, okay? Especially this part has become too long, Shakespeare.
Actually, I have kind of written the whole summary of the.
Yeah, we have written almost the whole summary. That is not required, okay?
So like, how should I concise it?
Like here.
Only one sentence for each stage.
Yeah, one word sentence for each stage. Okay, so how the stages are described here and how the stages of the rain are also, because I went through the 4 months again, after going back home. There is nothing written about this evaporation and warming. Yeah, so the stages of the rain will be only these only, like from the cries, heavy rainfall. So that part you have to give in detail, write in detail.
Only when it departs from the sea in the side of the sea. That's the only thing
It is given,
evaporation.
yes, in the form of evaporation. So only that part is, it has to be given and then it also is given.
I've added in the end, but in the starting I've written the things which are given.
Okay. Okay, good, but just concise this part and here also, what is the effect of rain, that is not that important for this answer. We it's a noun, that can you have written a lot about that, that is also not required, that you concise. You write more about the different types of rains.
Try.
Yes, that part you describe more. Okay, very important. Science
This can be covered in one page.
one and a half page. Okay, concise it to 1.5 page is enough. Okay, today we will take up one more notice writing. Okay. Okay. And we will take up one dialogue writing. And are you can, huh?
Let's do informal.
Huh?
Let's do informal.
You want to do a formal letter? Okay. Okay. But first let us take up notice writing. Okay, then we will take up informal letter. Notice writing. Okay.
That's good.
Hmm? Have you brought the MCD? Again, you have not brought? Okay, write down this question. Have we done the society notice? Water supply we have done? What did we, what did we do? Society? We have not done society one. Okay, let us take up on society.
And then two about the school.
Ajay, 2 schools we have done. Now we have to do another one. School.
Lost and found.
Lost and found also. Actually, there are so many types of notice writings. Ajay, first let us do this one. Write this down. This we have not done, right? You are Ruhi or Rahul, head boy or head girl of ABC Convent School. Your school is going to organize an inter-school singing competition. This we have not done, right? Okay, so we will take up 2 notice writings. One this and another one is of the society. Okay, now write this down. You are Ruhi or Rahul, comma, the head boy or head girl of ABC Convent School.
ABC.
Yeah, A capital, B capital, C capital. Full stop. Convent school, full stop. Your school is going to organize. Your school is going to organize an inter-school singing competition. An inter-school singing competition. Full stop. Write a notice for your school notice board. Write a notice for your school notice board. Inviting the names of all the interested students. Inviting the names of all the interested students. Full stop. Okay.
Sure. So what are we supposed to write? Okay, so what are we supposed to write first? Yes, ABC Convent School. First, let us draw this line and then we draw the side lines. So now we will write down ABC Convent School. C capital, S capital, comma, is the name of the place mentioned?
Yeah.
No, not mentioned, then we can leave it. Hmm?
Notice.
When we will write the word notice, in the line, write notice in capital letters, then date is today's date is, if the date mentioned anything?
No.
No, right, so then we will write 17 November. 2025. Now we come to the center again. What would I write for the title? So I will not write FCD JCD, you will only write the title. What is the title? What is the topic?
Singing of the school
School singing competition. Inter-school
which is
singing.
in capital.
Only the first letter should be in capital. Inter-school singing competition. Okay. Done. Now what are we supposed to do?
This is to inform that.
Yes, this is to inform. This is to
Right,
inform whom?
And the school is going to
No,
organize
no, first this is to inform whom?
the students of the school.
Yes, this is to inform all the students that, then you write on the top. Okay. So this is to inform all the students that an inter-school singing competition will be held or will be organized. Yeah, please write on your own. And then DTV. Why I give you this is because DTV. Because in the earlier ones, the two we had done, there was no venue. So I wanted to do this today, the venue. How will you write the DTV? Just 1 minute, huh? 1 minute. So either you can write like this, that this is to inform all the students of the school is organizing an inter-school debate competition on so and so in so and so at the time. Yeah, on at in. The date, time and venue. Okay, like this you can write or you can write, huh? Or you can
Like a date, time and venue.
Yeah,
Or like.
keep one after the other.
Then
Yes.
this later will be, they will see and they'll get.
That is what presentation, that is what I'm saying. So if you will write like this, the invigilator will anyway, if she will reach, she will have to read for the. Okay? Or what is the other way of thinking for better presentation? The school is organizing an inter-school singing competition. Where 20 schools, 20 other schools or various other schools are participating. Full stop. The details are as follows: dash, date, dash, the date, time, dash, the time, venue, dash, the venue. School organization. Like this also, this is a better presentation. You can write both ways. Okay, but I will try to write one after the other for a better presentation. So that immediately DPV is visible. Yeah, okay, now you're right. So other schools are participating. Which is supposed to be, and then will be other students are participating, that we have to mention. Other students, this is one extra information that we are adding. Okay, you have to add one extra information. So other schools part, it is inter-school, right? Inter-school singing competition, different other school, how many schools can make, say 10 other schools are participating. Okay. Now, do you think since it is a singing competition, any other since it is a singing competition, you think any other information you will notice? Anita? So, any other information you think you require to get when it is singing competition? What is the topic?
And it's like they have to give a selection for being selected.
Not selection, audition. What will they have to give? How will you write it?
They will have to present them.
An audition will be conducted. You will write, instead of writing, they will have to give. You will write an audition.
What is the
Audition.
direct entries can be? Direct entries can be the right?
What the number of students will be more compared to.
I mean, an audition will be conducted. For its selection. For its final selection. Okay. This line you can have. Any other thing that you think? Based on what? Like classical, under different, that here where you have written, the details are as follows. See, there are different ways. When you write these details, automatically the examiner is so impressed. It's 2 months. DTP you have written. Other details you can give the themes. You can give, there can be many themes, or you can have categories. Categories. Vocal classical. It is semi competition, that can be different types.
Classical,
Semi-classical,
that,
semi-classical. Number 3, band, school bands. Yes, instrumental. Instrumental. So the competition will be under the following categories. Okay, you can do it. Age groups also you can do it. I don't elaborate so much. You have to actually complete the 50 words, we are going to on that, but these are the extra information that you can. Okay, public writing. 17 November. Mama, you zero. Yeah. Okay, now the next question. Right now, this is of a society. Okay, write this question. Write and this is the last notice we are doing. Later on, we will take up the last one. Write the question. Write it just 50 words for your society that due to the ceiling of water, overhead water has words. 50 words that due to the ceiling of water tank, overhead water tank. There will be no water supply 8 hours. There will be no water supply for 8 hours. Also, invent other necessary details. Invent other necessary details. Right and you know, society since it is not very oils and here is the dogs. All the dogs. Stay yes, without the dogs, half mark gets clear. Half mark gets clear, without the dogs, because they will specify in the notice in the dogs. It's compulsory for cities. Okay, every compulsory. And it could be in one day, you not know the dogs to the next page. Okay, got it? That is why I always begin from next page. So, I don't, anything of any sort
Can
of.
we give a selection and then that the second will be a tangle because of the other color?
See, the, we will put the package on them. Okay, we are important, which we have to do. Here, penny will not come, penny is actually the society, the overhead time itself. They have to specify and the time for to be read, it is written 8 hours. So there will be no supply of water from 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. to can come for 8 more hours. Water will resume at a slow pace after so and so time. Understood?
10 to 7.
10 to 7 p.m. 10 to 7 p.m. And then the region also that is for the clearance of for the cleaning of the tank.
That becomes the last one.
That you can do. That order can be indicated. Yeah. What is that? Originally, there will be 50 words. This is also the words. They write 50 words, but only the content 50 words. The word date and all that is not hard. Here, okay? They will write one net right now. Water supply will be full. Water will start now. Where will the water start? Water supply will resume. It so water supply will resume. We will not write anyone one. For further query, the language has to be very common. For further queries, contact the undersigned. Okay, so we will not write like this. And if there are any queries regarding this, we will be contact. Right, so but will be right for further queries, contact. You know, the language becomes now Bob. Even okay, no problem. Free language is wrong. You know what happens? I have seen many students, they ignore making the box in the class, and then in the exam also they forget it. They, you know, it's all about habits. You forget, keep forgetting because it's very common. There are so many things you need to remember about the formats. Huh? So the more you practice and get it into your habit, it becomes easy. It has to be early because the exam will take that like 20 minutes only. It's just some more spontaneously, then it's like this taking. Now let us take up one letter writing. Okay, write down the problem. Informal only, and stand to do. So you write down the question, right? In your school, they have an informal letter. It's informal letter for person. Okay, take up this question. Imagine since it is informal, we cannot take up any topic from NCT, so we have to take up this. So imagine yourself to be, right? So now, what this we got here? That is called paragraph 3. Imagine yourself to be Bill Bramwell. Imagine yourself to be Bill Bramwell. Full stop. Write a letter to your friend. Write a letter to your friend expressing how life changed after your son's birth and how do you feel currently after the truth about your profession has been revealed to your son? After the truth about your profession has been revealed to your son. Okay, so what am I supposed to write first? Only sender. Actually, we will not write the simple letter. Okay. So only first address. What can be the first address? Sender's address. So he is Bill Bramwell. So you are Bill Bramwell. What can be your address? Yes, not California.
So you write down something, say like words,
White House.
42 by, what is the name of the house that you given? Can be somewhere. There are White. Okay, here is right.
I think that it's not that big, given, but we will not have.
Grand space.
England. England or California?
England.
England, then we have to write England.
California is another one.
Yes.
Oh,
That's it.
the best seller. England, right? So, it's instead, say given. Not given. So 32 by 40 and the Southampton.
American coffee was, repeat American. So,
You can write Manchester, you can write Southampton also.
Southampton. Yes. England. So, what's from England was that?
So you write it down, they write it. This England has to be highlighted, that's all. Then if you write the dates, again, in the expanded.
you have to commas.
These three columns is on the real or to use commas. Okay. Then after this, we just keep an eye, write the date, again, today's date, you can put in expanded form. Okay. Get rid of the expanded form. Okay, here you will have right. Okay, what a notice, a notice also we are not writing the date. Even we are giving detailed balance for the. Okay, got it. Now what we will write, the annotation. You know, name of a friend. You have to write the name of your friend. Henry, dear Henry. What do you think? And you have to put a comma. Now come to the next thing. So no subject required. What would be the first one?
Three paragraph.
Yeah.
First paragraph.
But it's the purpose of writing the letter.
First paragraph.
I hope this letter
First paragraph is about how is the person and like how are you. Extra.
has also avoid writing how are you, question mark. So when writing, what can you write?
I hope this letter finds you with the big coffee.
Yes, I hope this letter finds you. And that's good. Full stop. It's been long since I have written to you. I am writing this letter to express incident or to detail you in an incident which and an experience which I had recently. I can't wait till the time I express my feelings to you on this. Okay. And then you can write about the topic which is given in the question. That is about how my life changed after my son was born.
The second paragraph and third paragraph is like.
Second paragraph you will write in. And then final paragraph we will write a conclusion. How the conclusion? We will connect it to the previous paragraph. What will you write in the second paragraph? That
Hope to hear something.
yeah. So before that you need.
This one.
Yes, we can say that now I'm so convinced after the 2000 I'm very happy to feel that I want to experience that my, or to know that my son is so proud of me. And this has filled my heart with joy and immense pride. Okay. So I do write to me about any such special experience in your life. I hope to meet you soon. Or you can also write to give a reply to this message at the end. Yeah, it's your conclusion. The conclusion do not begin with title or no, clear reply or something. You write something which you can repeat to the notes. So I am now so indeed after the first reading and I got the book and next understood and this has spread my heart into the joy and this. Okay, then I'm sure you also are related to it. Please write to me and let us meet as soon as possible. Okay? Okay? Then we will conclude yours faithfully. Sorry, yours lovingly or yours smoothly.
Yes.
Yeah, that is good. Oh, man. Yours lovingly or yours smoothly. Both are good. So the first paragraph, the purpose of writing the letter.
This is on the limits to get to the market.
You understand this?
But there are different problems. And when after coming in time, that's sentence that of once.
One of it, second.
And then the incidents happen, that happen, that happen. Having is at least going home. And it will be enough. So the music will be enough.
Absolutely.
This will be more fun. I get from another idea. Oops. The other things about the technical. And like from the series. So this is moving. Not so maybe you can already use the noun before you are replacing the noun. Just so the noun has to be first, then we can replace it with the verb. So we found out that I am the young poetry that is formed of. Instead of writing a box, I am the young poetry that he is fond of. That he is fond of. It's very helpful. And as actually as more people say, I mean, this is an example. So, in this letter, we are doing. I feel very, very, very nice. But everything is good, the whole thing is good. And with them. Here we will do the whole. Okay. Instead of, before this is right, and I told you, you have to connect it to the previous paragraph. My heart is filled with light and happiness. It's now, filled with happiness. With this, I bring this letter on end. This is magic that I haven't written for the practice of the upcoming sheets. Write down another letter, I will topic. No, just write it, write down the topic, we will continue to discuss. Write down the topic. Write a letter to your friends. Write a letter to your friend. About the place that you have visited recently. Giving a brief description of the same and about the same and your experience the area is interesting. Better at the clear that and of place in the description of the city and your experience being there, being in the midst of nature, being in the midst of nature, being in the midst of nature. That's all. Also write about the learnings that you got from nature's bounty. From nature's bounty. You will remember them. Nature's bounty. And the realization that you had. And the realization that you had about the importance of maintaining the peace and tranquility of nature. The importance of maintaining the peace and tranquility of nature. Tranquility, TRANQUILI. Okay, write this, think over it. We have read a lot, many stories and terms. What about points repeating anything on nature? Not taken a little bit. What was the last one? When I use this, you would have already. Sorry. Sorry, clearly, that's a very good example. Avoid dogs. And keeps repeating it. It's. The point.
For the next chapter, we'll do paragraph and then.
We don't want to find. Let's see, next, I need the next Friday class because we need to do, that. So next week we will have Monday class and then Friday class. Okay, then after, I don't think after this Friday we will have another Friday class. Okay, on Monday we can have another class. For this month, I'm sorry.
I think next week we'll do over 1 hour, right?
1.5 hours.
Correct.
So this Saturday, today is, I'm sorry, today is which day? Monday, right? Friday, this Friday, you will have and then Monday. If you have paragraph and things, very, it says, very important. So getting capability, I need, 15 minutes more for your notice. And we could do this last time. Because lost notice is separate, found notice is separate. You lost something, for that to be a notice. You find something, that will be a notice. Okay. And we can take that, so I need to for that. And let this one say everything. And then paragraph is done, then paragraph is done. Paragraph and paragraph in 1.5 hours class will be like, paragraph is personally important. But as well as that will be that will be related to the. So I need 1.5 about paragraph making and 1 about paragraph. So this Saturday we will do the paragraph.
and that's where you complete a letter. And then you have to put the back. And then on Monday, it will be the back. Monday, it will be the back. That will be the back. Then I think if you come on Mondays, another Monday. From the line.